NFL campaign has seemingly given us highlights for 10 seasons, but it will all come to a close tonight as we welcome you to Super Bowl 55, the double nickel from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, our second straight Super Bowl from the Sunshine State. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Him over, and now running right through it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd down now following the completed pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd down following the run. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Pass incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
A good pickup there at 22.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. The swing pass caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A very solid gain of 27. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. It's Coleman here, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Coleman now. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff looking right. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up a throw. And a throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku from 13 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The ultimate speedster, showing that speed at this in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run, because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, hello, my name is Mike.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a handoff as they run left side. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. There he goes right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Coleman. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. That's pulled in at the 32. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Wiggles free. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Garoppolo now, first down throw.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action, Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they see no sense trying to press here. They take the knee and going to get this one into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we see, so the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 5. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Garoppolo on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. It's caught. Jones. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the 49ers are going to get a first. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. He hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Brian to Jones there. And his throw here is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. That is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Here's Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And his kick is right through. Punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now they try the right side here. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now a handoff as they run left side. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now a handoff looking right. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He'll drop to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And this one is right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He gets away from one. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's got Moncrief. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Taken in at the 22. Called out a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss loss on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And tough starting field position here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's third down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams and the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They come out here in the eye. He'll look to throw. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes
That's the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are back within a score. And the lead will shrink to 6. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And to give this time to the tailback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crowd. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.